US versus UK Snickers. Anyway, let's get to the video.
From calorie counts and portion sizes, we wanted to find out all the differences between Snickers in the UK and the US. This is Food Wars.
In the US, our Snickers come in 7 sizes. The smallest one is something called Bites, which I could not get my hands on. I looked on Amazon, they're way too expensive. I don't know why either. If I had Snickers Bites, they'd be in share size bags, which is about 80.2 grams, and a grab and go Bites bag, which is 133.2 grams. The next size up from that are these, the minis. Look at this little guy. Next size from that is the fun size, the Halloween candy size. Then from there we have the 100-calorie bar. I mean, it's like a joke, it's like one bite. Next size up from that is, of course, the standard Snickers bar. Next size up is the share size, or the 2 bars. And the biggest size, this one, the slice and share. This is 1 pound, or roughly 453.6 grams.
In the UK, Snickers bars come in a range of sizes. Now, candy bar sizes are a controversial topic in the UK because it's well known that they've been shrinking in recent years. Due to that, there may be some slight discrepancies between the sizes depending on where you get your candy bars, but we've tried to be as comprehensive as possible. We'll start on this side with the smallest one we can get, which is a 20-gram, 99-calorie Snickers bar. From there, we move up to a snack size bar, which is 35.5 grams. Then we have a couple of forms of single bars. The first one being this one, which comes in a multi-pack and is 41.7 grams. Next up is what we think is the standard single bar, which is this one, which is 48 grams. Recently in the UK, they've introduced these creamy peanut butter bars. These are little bite-sized pieces, and each one is 18.25 grams. These come as a portion of 3, like this bar here, or as a bag of 10. The largest Snickers in the UK is this one, the Snickers Duo. Now this contains 2 41.7 gram bars, leaving the total at 83.4 grams.
A US Snickers bar has the following: milk chocolate, which is made up of sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate, skim milk, lactose, milk fat, soy lecithin, and artificial flavors, peanuts, corn syrup, sugar, palm oil, skim milk, lactose, salt, egg whites, and artificial flavors.
In the UK, a Snickers bar contains the following: sugar, peanuts, glucose syrup, skimmed milk powder, cocoa butter, cocoa mass, sunflower oil, palm fat, lactose and protein from whey milk, whey powder from milk, milk fat, emulsifier soy lecithin, salt, coconut oil, egg white powder, natural vanilla extract, milk protein, milk chocolate contains milk solids 14% minimum, and milk chocolate contains vegetable fat in addition to cocoa butter. According to UK rules, a product must contain no less than 25% cocoa solids to be considered milk chocolate.
And in the US, the rule is our milk chocolate must contain no less than 10% of chocolate liqueur, which is a roughly equal mix of cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Also, it's worth pointing out, for Snickers specifically, you'll notice our version contains corn syrup, whereas the UK Snickers has glucose syrup. What's the difference? Well, corn syrup can be a type of glucose syrup, but not all glucose syrups are made from corn. Liquid glucose can be derived from lots of different fruits and vegetables, like grapes, apricots, cranberries, jackfruits, etc., according to the USDA. And on name alone, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that corn syrup is only made from corn.
I realise that you're probably not eating Snickers to be healthy, but research has shown that many of the detrimental effects associated with added sugars are due to fructose rather than glucose. Now, people in the UK really turn their noses up at US chocolate. Our chocolate just tends to be way richer and smoother, and whenever I've had American chocolate in the past, I'm always left with like a weird vomity aftertaste from it, and I'm not entirely sure why. One potential reason for the difference is that UK chocolate tends to have a higher fat and cocoa content. It has been a while since my last US chocolate experience. I picked some Hershey's up from an American store. I'm going to try it and see if it's the same. This has like a weird glossiness to it that I don't fully trust. What do they put on this? The texture's bad. This is like grainy. Definitely not as smooth as a UK chocolate bar that I'm used to. I'm not getting quite so much of the vomit aftertaste as I seem to remember, which is good, I guess. I'm taking UK chocolate any day, I'm afraid.
So I was thinking, there's a hair on here. I've never compared the two, so I'm going to break off a piece of the UK and the US. I mean, just by virtue of like the distribution of stuff, it looks different, doesn't it? I don't know what UK vomit tastes like, but my vomit does not taste like that. And now for the first time that I'm aware of, I'm going to try a UK Snickers. The chocolate is way smoother, way creamier, way more flavorful. And I don't know how this is possible, but the peanuts are way nicer. That's what I noticed of that bite. And I had more peanuts, or the peanuts are more pronounced. Like, it's not even close, man. That was great. I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, no, that is like a stark difference, to say the least. That is a stark difference and way better. Wow. In the US, a Snickers bar, this one specifically, has 250 calories, 12 grams of fat, 4.5 grams of saturated fat, 125 milligrams of sodium, 32 grams of carbs, 28 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. Something to note, a few years ago, the Mars Corporation did away with the king-size candy bars to cut portion sizes to 250 calories or below. But this share size says it has 2 portions of 220 calories, right? Please. This is the serving size. I don't know how many people are actually getting this to share, but that pales in the comparison of hungry people who are getting exactly this one to eat, okay? That is a dirty trick. It's not 220 calories, it's 440 calories, the share size. Give me a break.
In the UK, a 48-gram Snickers bar, which comes in slightly bigger at 1.69 ounces,
Nice.
contains the following: 245 calories, 13.4 grams of fat, 4.6 grams of saturated fat, 88 milligrams of sodium, 26.1 grams of carbs, of which 21.6 are sugar, and 4.6 grams of protein.
The most calorific Snickers you can get in the US is the Snickers Slice and Share. This is a 1 pound Snickers bar for sharing, yeah right, and it's 2,080 calories. So I'm gonna quiz Connor the cameraman right now. On here it says 130 calories, but it says per serving. How many serving sizes do you think this is?
I think they would put 8.
You think it's 8? Double it. 16. It's 6. They expect 16 people to split this. What? No. Maybe 4.
In the UK, the most calorific Snickers bar is the Duo bar. Now, one of these, if you eat the whole thing, will contain 426 calories. Here are all the Snickers products you'll find in the UK that you won't find easily in the US.
Here's all the Snickers varieties native to the US. You can't get really in the UK unless you have access to the internet. They're native to here.
We'll start with this one, which is actually a new product in the UK as well. It's a 99-calorie Snickers bar. Look at that. Teeny tiny Snickers bar. I mean, I guess the point of these is if you're trying to diet or lose weight, but I feel like having a small amount like this just makes me want even more. So I would probably eat one of these and then go back and finish off the rest of the box, which ends up being counterproductive. Then we're on to this one, which apparently you guys don't have in the US as well, which is the Snickers Duo. Not a huge amount to say about this one, it's just the classic Snickers bar, but obviously split into 2 smaller bars. Then we're on to this one, which is the Snickers Crisp. This is another new product which I have not tried before, so I might dissect it to see what's going on inside. Ooh, it's like 2 little bits, okay.
Little bits.
Ooh, okay. So it's like a Snickers bar, but instead of the nougat base, you get some Rice Krispies. That's worse than a classic Snickers. Also, how do you pronounce, is it nougat? Nougat versus nougat. Sound off in the comments.
I was surprised to learn that you guys don't have fun size or bite size Snickers. Maybe a good thing. So we have the Snickers 2 to-go bar, and they have the Snickers Duo bar. Feels like it's the same thing now that I look at it, right? Can we confirm that those are the same thing or that they're different? Peanut brownie. No. Not into that at all. Snickers almond. Also, I couldn't get my hands on it, but in the US, you can also get a Snickers almond butter and a Snickers maple almond butter. I don't know where those are, but I really want those. I'm gonna get so sick. I'm gonna get so sick. Yeah, if I had my choice, I'd probably get one of these instead of a regular Snickers.
I was able to get hold of a couple of the US exclusives. I got hold of the crunchy peanut butter one and the peanut brownie one. Now, I love any combination of peanut and chocolate, so I want to try the crunchy peanut butter one to see how it compares to our creamy peanut butter one. Peanut and chocolate is just the GOAT combination. I actually don't love that. The texture on the peanut butter is a bit weird, a bit grainy. Let's try the creamy version in the UK to see if that's any better. Yeah, okay, this one's better. The texture is better. The caramel has a bit more firmness to it, so you get a contrast between that and the peanut butter. The peanut butter itself is less grainy and awful. And also it's just like slightly less aggressively sweet than the US version. So I think we win this round. As I said, I also got hold of the peanut brownie Snickers bar, so let's give this one a try. It's not bad. I think my feedback for this and also the crunchy one would be to have more whole peanuts in there, because then you get the texture contrast, you get the flavour. No one's going to complain with more filling.
I mean, you have to be as curious as I am about this. One big Snickers. Okay, this proves my point. What about this makes it look like, I mean, it's not perforated, it's not in different sections. I want to point out, this guy comes in squares, right? So they possess the technology to be able to break this up for sharing, but they're expecting you to buy this, and I mean, look, it's just a giant Snickers bar. And technically you're supposed to share it, but technically you can share any candy bar if you have a knife. But this to me looks like there was no attempt, once it's out of the package, to imply that you should be sharing this.
Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and click if you're on the screen to watch some more.